Hey, what's good, family? It's no secret we are in the middle of a government shutdown, and right now it's only been a few days, but if this drags on, we need to be prepared. So in this video, I want to show you some things that are important to know and important to understand if you are going to be trading in this environment. In case you didn't know, right now when you sign up for Moomoo using the link down below in the description, they are offering a $100 cash reward, $1,000 in NVIDIA stock, and an 8.1 APY on all your uninvested cash. If you haven't already and are interested in taking advantage of all that, be sure to hop on that. That is a really good deal right there. I think I only got like 3 shares of a stock when I signed up for Moomoo. That's easily a little over 5 shares of NVIDIA. So if you haven't already, be sure to take advantage of that. I asked Moomoo AI what historically happens to the SPY during a government shutdown. And for those of you that don't know, the SPY is a fund made up of the top 500 companies in America. Most of what is being traded is in the SPY. So that's going to be a fat chunk of the market. The first thing it said is there is going to be initial volatility. The SPY often experiences modest declines and heightened volatility. All right, so that is what we're going to be focused on in this video. I want to briefly show you what to look out for and how to identify what areas you may see potential reversals, what levels you may see increased sell-offs. So let's hop over to the charts. All right, so here we are in Moomoo looking at the chart for the SPY. But real quick, just to make sure we're on the same page, I want to go over the anatomy of a candle with you because we're going to be focusing on a specific candle. If you already know the components of a candlestick, bear with me. But looking right here, you can see this is going to be a candlestick. The big green part, or the big kind of rectangular part, is known as the body. The black part on the top and on the bottom, notice the upper one's going to be called the upper wick. The bottom one is going to be called the lower wick, or you can call it upper shadow, lower shadow, whatever. But that's what we're going to be focused on today. We're going to be focused on those wicks. All right, so this is a bullish candle. And if we come over here to the right, this is a bearish candle. Pretty much it just matters what direction, but today we're going to be focused on that wick. So whether it's the upper or lower, a wick is a wick. All right, now let's hop back to the charts. All right, so here we are looking at the SPY. We can see we are taking a look at the daily chart. So each one of these candles represents 1 day of the market trading. So if we take a look at it, we can see the last day that was traded. There is an upper wick on this last red candle. And what we need to understand is whenever we see those wicks, whatever side we see them on, that's going to be pressure on the price. Whenever we see a wick on the top side of the candle or the upper wick, that is going to be selling pressure. And whenever we see a wick on the downside of the candle, that's going to be buying pressure. And whenever we get on these higher time frames, like the 4-hour, the daily, the weekly, any of these, just know these wicks are going to be significant. So for instance, let's say tomorrow we come back to this, looking at this candle right here. Let's say we come back to where this wick is, right here at this 666.80 level. All right, there will likely, just because we see that wick, we see the wick is nice and strong, we will likely come to that area and get some kind of push. If things happen to look really bad, there is going to be some level of support there. First thing we expect, if we get back to that level, if we get back to that low, expect some kind of push up. But then taking a look at it, we can see on this candle right here, if it gets all the way back up here to this high over here, expect some kind of push down because there is selling pressure. Once again, buying pressure down here, selling pressure up here. All right, and on the daily chart, we're going to be in that range until we can either hold above the 672.65 area, or we hold below this 666.80 area. If we end up coming below that 666.80 level, the next area to look out for is going to be 663. Notice we got a couple more wicks over here, which means there is more buying pressure over here. If we get past that, next area we're looking at is going to be over here at about 658. We got more buying pressure here. And last but not least, Over at this 654.50 kind of level over here, we have even more buying pressure. Should we break and hold below that, that'll put us in a downtrend. But hey family, just wanted to give you a glimpse of what to look out for with this government shutdown. If you're interested in joining any of my private live streams, weekly Zoom calls, or seeing the trades I take, hey, be sure to check out the first link down below in the description. If you enjoyed this video and learned anything, be sure to smash the like button. If for some reason you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. And last but certainly not least, thank you so much for watching. Manuel signing off, and I want to change your life.